Hey there, it's Julie Hutchison here from Think Be Do Leadership. And today I was just really thinking about why is it that entrepreneurs seem to struggle and even fail, even though they've got a great idea, they've got a great product or service, yet as the business grows, they're not happy, they are more stressed, they are too busy, and if that's you, then keep listening because we're going to talk about why is it that actually entrepreneurs seem to struggle with this growing and success of their business. And the reason why that is because when you are the one in your business, you can do whatever you want to do. You probably are doing everything in the business. But as soon as you start to grow, you're taking on staff or you're outsourcing, and the whole dynamic of this business as this entity of you and your idea is changing completely. And now, instead of you being in control and feeling like you know exactly what the plan is, or maybe you didn't know what the plan is at first, but you feel like you've got some control and the business is growing, and then suddenly you're having to let go of that control and rely on other people to create the product or service that you've been creating and that you've been delivering really well, and that they need to do that the same with the same standard as you, maybe not in exactly the same way as you, but essentially in the same way as you. And the problem is, as your business grows, you've got more people to make sure that they are on the same page as you, and that they do what you do, and they know what it is that you want them to do. And that's super stressful when you have been the only person or one of very few in the business, because when it's a tight-knit little group or it's yourself, you kind of, the lines of communication are super short anyway, and you can explain, or that person knows you and knows what you're all about and knows what the product's all about, because they were probably there at the start, and you can sort of adjust it as you go along, because you can really see what's happening with each other. But as you grow a team, suddenly those people are relying on you to help them to achieve. And that is a whole different kettle of fish when you are trying to grow your business even further than just your idea and your responsibility. So, for example, when you are growing a team, they are often sitting there wondering what it is that you want them to do. And the problem is with entrepreneurs is that we're so close to what we know and what we want to do, that it's sometimes hard to actually get that out of our heads and out there to the team. So the team fail not because they're not super excited about what it is you want to do, but they fail because they're not able to grasp what is it that you really want them to do. How do they tick the box that is right? How do they do it the way you want them to do it? And that's really hard, because as an entrepreneur, you're not necessarily going to know the answer to those questions, because quite often in our head we are unconsciously competent in what we do. So we know what it is, we know how we did it, but we haven't written it down, we haven't actually got a system for it, or we just don't really know exactly how we do it. We just know that we can do it. It's a bit like driving your car to work, and that you get to work in those days when we were allowed to go to work, and you get to work and you think, I don't know how I got here really, but I know I did it okay, because it's all in the back end of my brain, knowing that we know how to do it. And the thing is, when you have a team and when you're growing your business, you need to be able to unpack all of that, and you need to be able to help people to see, because it isn't that people turn up and think, oh, I don't want to do a good job. They want to be there, but they need you as the leader, not you as the entrepreneurial person who created a great idea. It's not good enough, and it isn't good enough as your business grows. And that's why it's going to be hard when you grow, because if you don't change the way you're thinking and you don't change the way you're behaving, then they won't be successful, and therefore your business won't be successful, because it cannot be successful just by pushing you harder and getting you to do more, because we need you to step back and grow the business and be strategic and plan for the future. Whereas the people that you put in place and the people that you bring on, they aren't just going to miraculously be able to do that. They're going to need you to help to put them in the right place, with the right thoughts, with the right motivation. And that is your responsibility. And so difficult sometimes. And that's what we do on the Leaders Launchpad, because we're turning it around from being, well, I know what I'm doing. I know I'm responsible for my own stuff. I now am responsible for the way in which I help other people. So what we talk about as leaders is how to grow from being this entrepreneur to being the leader in our business, where we are having an influence and an impact on people such that they are able to do the do, not us having to do the do all the time. And that's a big leap mindset wise, a big leap behavioral wise for anyone who has a business that they started that is growing. Quite often family businesses struggle with that. And so if you are in a position where you have a successful business that's growing and is taking on staff and is really you're enjoying that new way of working with different people in your business, then you need to be really careful. Because if you don't get that under control and you don't get your mindset right as changing from the one who does, the one who knows everything, to trusting people, growing people, and being able to bring them on so that they can think like you, and they know what you would like them to do so that they can do it, they want to do it, and they want to be in your organization, your business, then until you do it, can you hear that? Was my washing machine going crazy? Until we do that, then it isn't going to work. That put me off, didn't it? If you're listening to this live, you have a bit of a giggle there. Let me know. Frightened me. I thought somebody was trying to get in. And if you're not listening to live, hopefully you didn't get to hear that. Anyway, so what I want you to think about is, are you thinking the way you need to think as your business grows? Because if you're struggling with letting go, you're struggling with how to get the people in your business to step up and to really take on responsibility, as well as just doing what you ask them to do, but actually before you've even asked them, knowing what to do, getting out there and doing it, then that is when you are going to grow your business, because you can't do it until then, because otherwise you're just parenting them. Okay, so we want to take that away. We want to be able to help you to grow who you are so that you can grow your team, so that you can grow your business. If you would like some more help with that, then please message me and join the Facebook group, Quiet Leaders with Impact. I'll put it in the comments there for you shortly. And if it's something that you think, actually, do you know what? Now is the time to really look at my impact in my own business and how I'm going to grow in 2021, then message me, because our new Leaders Launchpad cohort starts very, very soon. And you can be part of that. Give yourself the support and the challenge so that you grow, so your team grows, so your business grows. I will leave you with that. And if you're listening to this live, then thank you very much. It's great. You're probably sitting there having your lunch now. I think that it would be brilliant if you could comment and say hi and let me know who you are or what you do. Okay. But as entrepreneurs, please, please, please remember that you cannot stay the same as you did when you started your business as you do when your business grows. Take care.